with the announcement that a fight between Frank Martin and Michelle Rivera is going down, Errol Spence mentioned that he had an announcement soon. Is this the announcement he was talking about? Is Errol Spence going to be fighting again in 2022? Frank Martin and Michelle Rivera is an excellent matchup. It's a great fight, excellent matchup on paper. Two undefeated young prospects that's on the rise, right? We don't really see this too often in America, where two up-and-coming guys that look really promising fight each other before they get their hands on a world title. But Errol Spence Jr. is the promoter of Frank Martin, and he did say he's having an announcement soon. Now, was this announcement for Frank Martin or for himself? They say the WBC has pushed Keith Thurman in front of the line, in front of everybody else. But as we know, Keith Thurman always needs some time. He needs some time to get ready. He needs tune-ups and everything else. Would Keith Thurman fight Errol Spence Jr. in such a short period of time? A little over a month until that date, December 17th. And if Errol Spence don't fight on that date, one would imagine that he won't be fighting in 2022 at all, the rest of the year. He'll have one fight this year. And even though Terrence Crawford will only be having one fight this year, Errol Spence Jr. has been widely inactive over the past 5 years, considering his position in the sport of boxing. He's been pretty inactive. One fight with Ugas, layoffs and things of that nature, right? Not to mention the promotion for the fight. The promotion for the fight, for an Errol Spence fight, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman to be a pretty big fight. You would think they would give people enough time to get prepared for it, if that was the fight that's happening. Now, if it was a fight with Stanionis, it wouldn't need as much of a promotion, right? It's a fight that nobody really know who Stanionis is. It'll be equivalent to Crawford fighting David Averizian. But if Errol Spence doesn't fight Averizian and he doesn't fight Keith one-time Thurman, who is he going to fight? Is he going to fight Bruce Ennis, who put in his petition for the IBF to make sure he's next? But WBC seemed to have leapfrogged Keith Thurman over everybody else. I'm not seeing Errol Spence Jr. necessarily fight in 2022. I could be wrong, right? He said announcement soon. It probably was the Frank Martin thing, right? But if he don't fight in 2022, let's just say Jamel Charlo, Tim Tszyu fights in January, what date would it be available for Errol Spence in January? They say Tank and Ryan are still in negotiations. Where do you fit Errol Spence and Keith Thurman in it? When is this purse bid going to be announced, right? When is they going to, are they going to go to purse bid? Or are they going to handle things behind the scenes like they typically do at PBC? Stanionis, are they going to go to purse bid? John Buzenis, are they going to go to purse bid? Like, we're not hearing anything about in regards to is Spence going to be fighting at all this year. Everybody's so worried about the move that Terrence Crawford made, but people seem to have forgotten what move Errol Spence is going to make. Like, subscribe.